5,150 pounds. Extremely well-kept couples camping sportsman coming in down here at Haylet RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. This very well may be the best kept KZ that I think I've ever seen. And whoever owned this, they were just a wood whisperer. They did a bunch of small but really nice little add-ons to the camper I think you're gonna like. Like I said, both inside now, it's in excellent shape, and I'll try to point out a couple of little upgrades and add-ons by the previous owner as we go. Most of the time when I hear that somebody has manipulated an RV somehow, I go, but every now and then you'll run into somebody like this who just really has skills, and they know what they're doing, and they can do nothing but improve upon the RV. Like one of the first areas that you'll see is they made their own stovetop cover back here. And you can see it's everything they did. It's all plywood. It's all well stained. It's probably built better than the camper. Frankly, the stuff that they did. It's done very well. There's also little detail things like I spotted this little dowel rod right here. And what it's for is to make sure that these drawers cannot pop open in transit. And once again, sometimes something doesn't have to cost a lot of money to be worth a lot, because that's an ounce of prevention item right there, and an ounce of prevention is always going to be worth a pound of cure. Now, what's also nice, this being a rear kitchen, we can open things up, take a look. You see there's some good storage here, good drawer space. I like that little tote for easy access. Then over here, in the slide, we actually have the kitchen pantry, which is a smart way to keep this all nice and wide open. And you might notice in that upper cabinet there, they had some kind of little wooden rack. I don't know if that was intended to be some kind of like wine rack or something, but everything in this was really well done with a lot of purpose-built intention. This is a weird kind of super slide. If you notice, it's a pantry, a sleeper sofa, and a huge closet over here. But that's all one thing in the slide out. Now that's a shallow slide, even though it's a long one. So when that closes, you'll be able to just like sneak up into there. If you're a little bit smaller, you might be able to sneak through the door. Just kind of depends. Sofa can naturally fold down into a little sleeper, like I mentioned. Since it is, the slide floor does go down further, there is storage below that. But speaking of storage, if we come over here, crack this sucker open, starting at the bottom, you can see, I like the extra shelf space in there, but the extra closet space that's in this thing, you can really pack heavy and tow smaller in this one. 5,150 pounds. This is all day long half-ton towable. And frankly, a lot of bigger SUVs, I think you'll find this one very capable. It does have central air running through the ceiling to keep us comfortable. It's not specially heavily insulated or anything like that. It doesn't do any of that stuff. It is just kind of made for, you know, normal, casual, everyday, normal person camping. Now, this dinette bench over here has things like a furnace and an air intake under it, whereas this one over here does have storage, but this is where you can see another one of those add-ons by the previous owner. If we fold that down and see a before and after kind of pic, you can see the extra nice little shelf space, counter space, prep space that it leaves there. And when that is elevated, I think it makes a perfect little like wastebasket space. It goes in front of the door a bit, but not enough that it stops me from going in and out. One of the other little mods that they did here in the living room is these switches were located under this overhead cabinet, and they were a little tricky to get to. So they put all this stuff like our slide and awning buttons where you can actually get to it and see it and reach it, which, nice touch, you know. Campside window on this one is always a fan favorite feature as well. And the last mod that they made in the living area here, they wanted a good size TV, but they wanted one they could actually see, not just have bracketed to the wall. So they came up with their own little Blu-ray shelf, as well as a mount for a height adjustable television. And why I think that's cool, if you want to have 4 people sitting here playing cards and somebody over here on the sofa, you can do that with the TV in the up position. Or if you want to sit on the sofa and have the TV right down at eye level, you can slide the TV down too. It kind of telescopes. These folks, they were on the ball. Bathroom right here. One thing I haven't discerned, they obviously did it with intention. They shaved down that corner. The only thing I can think is that when this privacy curtain is pulled, that will rest flush with the curtain. That's the only guess that I have. I haven't been able to figure it out better than that. They added themselves a handy little towel rack kind of job over here. That's all aftermarket work. Other than that, the bathroom is simple, but it's effective. They actually did a pretty nice job in here. I like the hip space, shoulder space. You can actually put on a pair of pants, or, you know, you can lean down to spit out your toothpaste without knocking your head against something, and a nice big corner shower. Now, you see that there's not like a separate fan and skylight. There's just the one device in the ceiling here, but if we zero in on that a little bit more closely, you can see that it actually is a larger max air vent fan. Not to mention, in the bathroom, contained within it, you have some great linen storage space over here, which that's something that a lot of campers really lack and could really benefit from. The final modification I saw by the previous owner, what you're looking at here, I believe, is the original RV mattress. It's a Camp Queen. However, you see that big platform sticking out. I believe the previous owners modified this to be a true queen bed platform, and there is still storage below it. So if you want to swap out the little back break and wafer of death right there and get yourself a nice thick kind of, you know, Sir to Queen bed or whatever, it is very capable of it. Large, tall side stands on both sides for some big hanging closets. As we spin around over here on the door side, this is interesting. You got your cross breeze window, but an extra light or skylight for venting and all that right above that. It's just an uncommon position for a skylight, but I don't know, maybe it works. And TV here, well, TV hookups in the corner, though. It doesn't look like these ever got used. And I mean, just a huge storage compartment. I mean, how much storage is here? Hold on. Hey, phone, how much storage is in this thing?
Ginormous. It is absolutely ginormous. Also, would you please go get a breath mint? I don't know what you had for lunch, but your breath would make a vulture puke, dude. Like, for real.
Wow. A little harsh, but okay. Thank you, Siri. Moving on, if you look up top, you can see how in the bathroom where there's the big vent fan, they have the power cover, well, not a power cover, but a cover for a big max air power fan. And then in the bathroom, they have a conventional max air vent cover to, you know, allow you some good anytime airflow. Like I said, the previous owner is really good about some simple, smart, inexpensive things that really enhance the camper. And as you can see, I haven't even done my video tour of this thing. People are already climbing all over the camper, so you might want to make sure it's available before you, you know, come skipping over here. Frankly, that's always good advice, but especially right now. So this is what's called a Sportsman Showstopper, which the only thing really special about it is they just took a basic camper and they put a pretty set of fiberglass skin on it, and it shines up real good. So if what you're looking for is more of a stick and tin budget but a laminated look, that's exactly where this one comes into play. They don't build these anymore, but that concept kind of lives on in things like the Cherokee Black Label series that you find down at Haylett RV today. Although a lot of brands like Jayco and Wildwood and you know, they offer like a fiberglass skin option. Again, windows all open in for airflow, 4-corner stabilizer jacks, walkable roof. The only thing of note I really saw outside the camper here is if you look up under that upper clearance light here, you see a couple little patches. I haven't been able to discern exactly what those are. Looking at it, I think it might have actually been like a flag mount. I'm not sure exactly, but it's also been covered, sealed, treated. You know, they didn't just leave holes in the trailer. I don't believe the person who owned this would just leave anything to chance. They seem to have really done a good job. So if what you're looking for is a really, really well-kept camper in like new condition, but a used price tag, I'd get all over this one, because when people are already looking at it, when it's been here for 5 minutes, good indicator it's probably not going to be here long. So give us a call. Haylett RV and Haylett RV Brokers. We do it all. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.